I can't explain it. You know, it's an adrenaline rush. It's for certain people. It's for A-type personalities. When you climb, you go down the hall, or you're making entry into a house fire. It's an adrenaline rush. You know, doing the job. And once you do it, you either love it or you find out it's not for you. You know.
Yep. Come on.
And then once I got into the paramedic side, it was something that I really felt like I could touch people's lives and change people's lives. You know, like what I was doing made a difference every day.
Here we go. Yep.
Why are we here if we're not touching people's lives? You know, that's the legacy you leave, is touching people's lives.
Yep. A lot of fucking weight. It's heavy.
You know, for them, it was the worst day of their life, and to be able to be there in that moment and help them and make a difference, the best I can or the best my crew can, it's an amazing feeling. My mantra is committed to sacrifice. I live by that. You know, I think that everything has a price, everything. So the sooner that you're committed to the sacrifices you need to make those things happen, the sooner you'll have those things, right? So if whatever you want, don't focus on what you want, focus on the things that you need to sacrifice to get to those things, that will help you get to those things. Whether it be the sacrifice of, of time to go to the gym every day, or the sacrifice of, missing out on parties or missing out on some things that everybody else is doing, just so that you can be consistent in the gym, consistent with your diet, not, eating every time you go out to, a party or whatever. When you have goals that you have to meet, you have to make those sacrifices to get to those goals. And I mean, that's bodybuilding, but I think it applies to everything in life. Anything that you have or anything that you want, it's gonna come with sacrifices, and you have to be committed to those to get to those goals.
Place it to take. Oh, come on. Place it to take. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Come on.
Fucking easy. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Yep. Come on. Come on! Said 5 to 8, 5 my ass.
How many was it?
Good shit, dude. Yeah, he said 5 to 8. 5 to 8 my ass.
It's close. Shit.
Yeah, good shit.
It's almost 5 to 8.
Yeah, there you
A couple extra. Yeah, I progressed today. Last week I think I got 345, so anything I got today at 355 is already beating the logbook, so I'm good with it. We got 10 reps. That's pretty good.
It honestly came out, I didn't grow up thinking, oh, I want to be a firefighter. There's a lot of guys that their grandpa and their uncles and their dads are firefighters, and they grow up knowing they want to be a firefighter. That wasn't the case for me. I just knew I never wanted a 9-to-5 job. And as I got older, I became a personal trainer, and my best friend actually became a cop. He became a police officer with DPD. And he was telling me, you should do this, you should do this. And at the time I was in a job where, there was no consistency, and I didn't like where I was at, and I wanted more of a career. And I was like, I couldn't be a police officer. And I was like, I could be a firefighter, that seems like fun. And I kind of said it. And the more I said it, the more I was really like, that is a good idea, I should look into it. So one of my clients actually had a connection with a fire recruiter, and I had lunch with him, sat down, he talked to me about it, and he said, oh, seriously, this is what I need to do. So I mean, everything he told me I liked, so I started the process for that. And so then, once I knew I was something I would probably enjoy, but when I got to Fire Academy, I just fell in love with it. Fire Academy, paramedic school, I fell in love with the job. So 9 to 5, man, I felt like I couldn't just go to work and look at a screen all day, you know. I mean, a lot of people can do that. God bless the people that can do that. Everybody, you know, we need everybody for something, so God bless those people. But I just felt like I couldn't just go sit and look at a screen and push a button from 9 to 5 and do the same thing every day. I mean, I just couldn't do that. That wasn't for me. I always told my mom, you know, because she would talk about school and stuff, and she would say certain stuff, and I'd tell her, I'm not gonna have a 9 to 5 job. That's just something from the beginning I've always said that that's just something wasn't for me. You know, like with being a personal trainer, I got to touch lives. My day was different every day. I got to work with people. It was a fun experience for me. I still love being a personal trainer, and same thing with being a firefighter. Like every day is different. Never know what's gonna happen. It's not just, you know, going to work and reading the same things over and over and over again and pushing the same buttons over and over and over again. So.
I got you. Let's go. Yep. 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 Come on. Yep. A lot of fucking weight. It's heavy. Hey, yeah. That was my first time hitting 150s.
Why?
I just, you know, this is my first. Last year or two, I've never really done progressive overload. So I never really progressed the weights to the level I needed to. So this is honestly, over the last year or two, I'm just not getting up to that weight. So progressive overload has really helped me push myself to weights that I guess I never thought to play with. Yep.
Yes, sir.
I usually just came in and went by feel and what I felt that day. So I never really progressed my strength. And progressing your strength is going to lead to more muscle tissue. So it's changed my whole physique, but definitely never got up to 150. So we're making progress.
Most calls that we go on, we just rely on our training. You know, our training is, we train so much that it gets embedded as what to do as far as when we go into these situations that we don't really think about the situation, just what we're trained to do for any event that might happen. We always train for the worst case scenario. So it's always just, you know, what do we do when A happens or B happens, and then we just make the adjustments and get it done. Bodybuilding, I mean, I want to go pro. Of course, everybody wants to go pro. I want to go pro. I've always seen myself doing that. The biggest thing with bodybuilding is to reach out and touch those people that this doesn't come easy for. You know, like, you know, there's a lot of people that their genetics or, you know, different things, it just comes very easy for them. And there's some people out there like me that have to claw and scratch for every inch, for every pound, for every, you know, progress set, progress picture, everything they have to just fight for. And my goal is to be able to touch those people and make them understand that if you stick with this, you can accomplish anything, you know. You know, just because whoever, you know, got into the gym and 10 weeks later they look like something out of a magazine doesn't mean that you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish. It just might take more hard work, might take more time, but you can grind it out and get there.